And the Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Hauser. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Ohio State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They put the first points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fighting off the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking for a man, it's Hauser. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I love the play design, I love the decision, I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you gotta make on 3rd down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll try the right side. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be a had to kick it away. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Here's Julian saying to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Shoots it to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Went to the running game. It's down now. Here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, here on the Illinois sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Fires left. Open on the left side is Smith. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But
interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
there were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Hauser. He's going to throw deep right side. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple couple of inches short. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. Tries to get it on the ground. Oh, he got loose. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. There's a crease. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pocket breaking down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Bringing the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Here's the pressure. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sayin back to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Throw it, say it. That's caught, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 6 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Say it. Complete on the left to Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Sayin on the play action. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. And he'll be brought down. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Jackson. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live, living animal. That's why they changed it.
From the gun on third down, say it. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The short hands, it's Dixon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Fighting Illini move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it on 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Say it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Again, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Hauser. They go to the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Perry. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the stick. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend in this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quick release by the QB. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Valentine. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The run inside. It's Valentine. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and they absolutely had to have it there. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Takes the handoff. It's Valentine. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the back. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
1-possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Hauser. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Illinois uses its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their 3rd. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Sayin to throw. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Motion from the wideout. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. This offense will try to convert on 4th down for the 5th time. The defense has come up with just 1 stop so far. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy